It is no secret that organizations in the crypto industry have often clashed with authorities, with Ripple's current lawsuit vs. the SEC being probably the most noteworthy example. However, the SEC is now suing even larger people in the crypto business. Binance and Coinbase, two crypto juggernauts, have become the latest to dispute with us authorities. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse continues to underline the significance of the papers related to former SEC Director William Hinman's 2018 address. Garlinghouse has assured the public that the papers are worth the wait. This statement was made less than 24 hours before their scheduled public publication. Garlinghouse made the statement in response to a question from Jungle Inc., a crypto YouTuber and XRP community member. Jungle Inc., compelled by curiosity, sought comments from Ripple CEO over the release of the papers. Garlinghouse acknowledged that he's eager to talk more about the papers, but would want to keep his comments limited. Despite the paucity of specifics, he told Jungle Inc. that he and Ripple's CLO, Stuart Alderoty, felt the records were worth the 18-month battle to get them. I wish I could go into more detail now, but we've waited this long, 18 months, and I don't want to go too far. Stuart Alderoty and I believe they were well worth the wait, Garlinghouse said. Moments thereafter, renowned XRP community leader Digital Perspectives brought the information to public notice, emphasizing its importance. Remember when Judge Annalisa Torres refused the SEC's petition to keep the Hinman papers confidential last month? Following the verdict, Garlinghouse said that the attorneys are trying to make the records available. However, at the request of both parties, the court set June 13 as the date for the publication of the papers. The public is now anxiously awaiting the substance of the contentious information. Garlinghouse and Alderoty have emphasized the importance of the papers, adding to the public's interest. Garlinghouse said earlier this year that the public would be stunned by the SEC's actions if the records were made public. Last October, as reported by the crypto basic, Alderoty underscored the need of obtaining the papers. The Ripple CLO stated that Ripple had to struggle for nearly 18 months to get them back, but it was worth it. Notably, pro-XRP attorney John Deaton previously said that the records would have no effect on the Howey analysis. He did, however, suggest that they would highlight the difficulties of applying historical precedents to modern-day technologies. Deaton also suggested that the papers will help Ripple and Coinbase gain public acceptance. Furthermore, the pro-XRP lawyer underlined that the Hinman documents might spark bipartisan efforts in Congress to improve regulatory clarity. Notably, U.S. Representative Warren Davidson has introduced legislation to reform the SEC and remove Chairman Gary Gensler. According to newly published court papers in the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, Ripple paid 6 exchanges between $1 million and $5 million to offer XRP on their systems. Ripple's T2 David Schwartz has reacted to these assertions, attempting to clarify the situation. Schwartz's statement followed a discussion by Scam Detective, an anonymous self-proclaimed detective. Remember that the Crypto Basic highlighted Exhibit 220 in the freshly published court records, suggesting that there are reasonable reasons to assume that XRP fails the Howey test. Several supporters determined that if this came from the SEC, it would be game over for the agency. However, Mark Fagel, a former SEC attorney, acknowledged that the letter was not written by the agency. Scam Detective also mentioned this in recent tweets. He did, however, claim that Grayscale Investments paper was written by a legal firm. One of the arguments cited by the legal firm to decide that XRP is not a security, according to Scam Detective, is that Ripple did not arrange for XRP trade in the secondary market. However, fresh evidence suggests that Ripple paid 6 exchanges between $1 million and $5 million in 2017 to list XRP. According to Scam Detective, the Grayscale XRP Investment Trust was dissolved in January 2020. One is a result of these charges. According to the accusations, Ripple has been pursuing Coinbase for years in order to list XRP. In response, Schwartz gave insight on the situation's complexities. He highlighted that the assertions made are only allegations and that the true circumstances are complex. Schwartz highlighted the probable mechanisms underlying such charges using a hypothetical scenario. He stated that an exchange may charge a significant cost to list XRP, which Ripple may opt not to pay at first. However, if Ripple subsequently discovers a significant payment integration possibility with that exchange, the corporation might pay for the integration fees. letting them to utilize the exchange for auto purposes and mandating XRP's listing on the platform. This payment, however, would be designed to help Ripple's larger objective of developing its on-demand liquidity (ODL) service rather than just to list XRP. Schwartz noted that this is merely a speculative scenario. He stressed that litigating parties often make claims in the most negative light possible without contradicting the truth. He warned against considering these charges as facts and emphasized the need of conducting a fair investigation. Previously, suspicions circulated that Ripple paid exchanges like as Coinbase to list XRP. Notably, Scam Detective this month questioned Schwartz how much Ripple paid Coinbase to sell XRP, reigniting age-old suspicions that surfaced in a Bloomberg report in 2018. The story of Coinbase listing XRP is the only one I most wish I could tell that I can't, Schwartz said at the time. The pro-XRP lawyer, John E. Deaton, just tweeted a Twitter message inviting his 272.4 followers to the long-awaited hearings and decisions before the U.S. federal court. In reaction to a previous tweet by Paul Grewal, Chief Legal Officer of cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase, Deaton said that this Wednesday will be a big day for cryptocurrency. Grewal listed the great activities that are scheduled to take place tomorrow in his tweet. The hearing on the SEC's move to freeze Binance's assets, the publication of the Hinman papers, and the SEC's answer to Coinbase's petition were among the events. The Securities and Exchange Commission had already filed a request to freeze the assets of the ailing crypto exchange Binance, a move that would impact hundreds of accounts associated with the exchange. The lawsuit will be heard in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia on June 13, 2023. Similarly, the contentious Hinman papers, which are considered to be a watershed moment in the Seek-Ripple conflict, are set to be revealed on Wednesday. According to Deaton's tweet, the records would have a significant influence on the SEC's action against Ripple as well as other exchanges. Coinbase, the main cryptocurrency exchange, filed a petition with the SEC, requesting regulatory clarification. When the SEC failed to reply to the petition within 7 days, the United States Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit ordered the SEC to answer within 7 days, which is due on June 13. Grewal reacted on tomorrow's events, saying, "Not every federal court day is eventful in crypto, but tomorrow is," adding, "May God bless the U.S. courts." In response to Grewal's remark, Deaton said that former U.S. President Donald Trump's arraignment will take place tomorrow as well. According to sources, Trump has landed in Florida for his first court appearance on June 13, after his arrest on allegations of mishandling national security secrets. He was also accused with refusing to assist the authorities in their attempts to retrieve the papers. This morning, Twitter is on top as an XRP and Ripple devotee reveals Ripple's filing activity. The corporation is specifically filing on Court Listener. This screenshot was published on Twitter to bring attention to the current SEC Ripple lawsuit. The snapshot, as shown in the tweet above, reveals key information regarding Ripple's submission. In particular, with the revelation of the Hinman documents, the SEC Ripple lawsuit is expected to have a huge confrontation tomorrow. Twitter has received a fresh filing for the Securities and Exchange Commission v. Ripple Labs case. BitCase's bot, in particular, publicized the filing of Docket 127, Declaration in Support of Motion. Cyril then shares special trading ideas that can help traders test their research efficiency. To begin, he believes that Token Terminal is essential for DeFi aficionados. This program collects financial data from blockchains and dApps such as revenue, earnings, and user growth. Cyril claims that by using this, traders may make educated, data-driven judgments. Responses to both tweets demonstrate huge support and unwavering optimism for Ripple and XRP to triumph.